on the Thanksgiving series. As y'all remember, we need to go to that outpost down there. Down there. Yeah, down there. So let's get out the ATV, shall we? Because we need the ATV to go places. No, we don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Going off the pass is so fun, especially when you shoot that is on the way. As long as we just go straight. That's kind of look, it is a path. I found one. Like any other person. I'll see you guys at outpost. Maybe we should hide the bison.
I'm more of a tent guy, but even I need to stock up and take a well-earned rest in a real bed now and then. Alan's done a great job of making them feel inviting.
The gear is in here. I packed it into a couple of backpacks. It shouldn't be too heavy.
Well, that was kind of fun, seeing black bear and bison on our way up here. Fast traveled all the way to, I shouldn't say fast travel, but we made it.
You got everything? There's a good rock face nearby that Sammy can use to teach her beginners. If I recall correctly, you also have some mountain climbing experience. I get it. Those mountain goats aren't easy to catch. There's some good anchoring points at the top of the rock face. If you can get those ropes nice and secure, it'll save Sammy some time and help the class.
Okay, well. Like, well, again, this is fun.
Truth be told, I've wanted to start an extreme sports group here for a long time, but the old chairman of the board pushed back against anything that wasn't hunting. He was very old-fashioned, though. The patriarch of the Simpkins Electronics Empire. He even forced his vegan animal rights activist son Timothy to come with him on hunting trips to Africa. Accused the activist of brainwashing his son. The family reputation around here dropped quite dramatically when my dad caught Timothy drinking and dealing drugs inside the reserve. Simpkins actually used his power on the board to keep my dad quiet. But the next time my dad caught Tim in the reserve, he wasn't just dealing drugs. He had been poaching. Dad called it in without even telling Simpkins Sr. Of course, he was furious. Tried to get my dad fired, actually. But all credit to the board. They stuck with the point that I can't be there to run the classes myself. This is just the start, too. I'm proposing snowboarding and extreme skiing for the winter. I've got some friends who I'd love to invite over to shoot some videos. Could be fun, don't you think? If I'm being honest, I have a lot invested in the classes going well. There's still some people on the board who are friends with the old chairman, and it seems pretty clear that they don't like me proposing new ideas. Anyway, if the rappelling goes well and makes a little money, I think the old folks on the board will start to come around. Anyway, I'll let Sammy know that we're good to go. I trust her to take care of it. Be a situation going on at the moment, and I could really use your help to check it out. It's not just gold and silver mining it. Okay, first things first. Let's make sure that the mine itself is still secure. A trail camera? I've used these for work and for hunting before. This one shouldn't be here, though. We don't want hunters so close to the mine. Grab the camera. Another trail camera. Bobby Joe doesn't have a permit to hunt here. Is he poaching? This looks intact, at least. That's gotta be a good sign. Hopefully that's the last one. Pick him up and I'll put him in our lost and found when I can take him from you. I don't really understand what's going on with the cameras, but at least the entrance is secure. Let's go find his camp, shall we? It was actually Remy that called this one in. He doesn't know who Bobby Joe is, but I knew who it was as soon as Remy described him.
It's funny that he just Remy, but he doesn't call me Remy, even though I can. You get sure he is Remy.
Good news. Binoculars. Maybe he was hunting. Some snacks? Not enough to last a long trip, though. I'm seeing a pretty worrying pattern here. Take a look in the tent. A journal. Maybe this will show us why he's out here. That's our sign. Pick it up, would you? Secret uranium mining. Government conspiracy? I'll be honest, I never credited Bobby Joe with this much imagination in high school. Replant the sign, and we're done here for now. You know what makes this extra weird? He actually has done some detective work. Enough to convince himself to camp here. The sign's back up? Great. This mine has never been a problem before, but let's not take any chances. Me and my dad have been dealing with Bobby Joe for years, but this is new. I know he's a nuisance, and I always felt sorry for him. He had a pretty tough upbringing. I don't want to call the police, but I have to. He's armed and known for making poor choices. Drive out here to get check in on them myself, but I need to coordinate with the police on this Bobby Joe thing, and you're already really close by. Can you head over to the campgrounds nearby and check in on them? The phone calls were sporadic at best. As far as I can tell, this professional yoga and meditation expert has led a group of accountants from Denver into the wilderness on some sort of spiritual retreat. She took their cell phones away from them and had them eating wild flowers and berries. Some of them got sick and have gone directly to the hospital. I know that we're not the reason why this happened, but it could look very bad for us if anyone gets seriously hurt. I'd appreciate if you'd hustle and check it out.
Thank you all for watching. Episode 3. Yeah, found a new outpost. That's cool. That's really great. My poor dog. But I'm like that. I'm not gonna get whatever. Yeah. But another short video. Episode 4 is gonna do the camp thingy he wants, but hey.